Welcome to the Oval in South London. It's the 2026 Women's T20 World Cup semi-final, and the math is simple. Win here today, and you advance to Lord's to face Australia for the trophy. England enters this match undefeated, but they are haunted by the same scenario from 3 years ago. In 2023, an unbeaten English squad was stunned in the semi-finals by a resilient South African team. Before a ball is even bowled, England faces its first hurdle. South Africa wins the toss and chooses to bowl, looking to exploit a ground where it is notoriously difficult to defend a total. Between the historical weight of their previous exit and a pitch that favors the chasing team, England begins the day with the odds heavily stacked against them. The pressure manifests instantly. Marizanne Kaps spearheads a fierce attack on the English top order, finding early movement and targeting the stumps to dismantle the openers. By the end of the 6-over power play, England is in a precarious position, having managed only 33 runs for the loss of 3 wickets. This chart shows how the projected score plummeted after that early collapse. Statistically, losing 3 wickets this early forces most teams into a defensive shell, which usually cripples their final total. To avoid another semi-final exit, England has to find a way to rebuild their innings from the ground up without sacrificing the aggression needed to set a competitive target. The recovery starts with 2 veterans, Captain Heather Knight and Nat Sciver-Brunt. Instead of playing cautiously to protect their wickets, they go on the offensive. They systematically target the South African bowlers, using the pace of the ball to find gaps across the outfield. The resulting output is massive. Sciver-Brunt hit 75 off just 47 deliveries, while Knight provides the necessary anchor with a crucial half-century. This chart shows how the partnership over-indexed compared to the rest of the lineup. This single stand accounted for the bulk of England's runs, pushing them to an imposing final total of 169. By maintaining an aggressive strike rate, the veterans flipped the momentum of the game, forcing South Africa to chase a daunting target as the pitch conditions began to change. South Africa starts the chase with confidence as Tasman Brits accelerates past her own half-century, keeping the required run rate within reach. England responds by turning to their spinners. They utilize left arm and off-spin to change the geometry of the chase, finding grip on a surface that traditionally offers very little turn. The turning point comes from Sophie Ecclestone. She lures Brits into a mistimed shot, resulting in a leading edge that halts South Africa's momentum just as they were threatening to pull away. Charlie Dean provides the finishing blow. She uses dipping slower balls to deceive the middle order, taking 2 wickets for only 4 runs and effectively ending the South African resistance. This clinical performance in the field demonstrated how tactical adaptability and disciplined spin bowling can neutralize a chasing team's natural advantage. With the final wicket, England successfully defends their total, securing a victory and a place in the World Cup final. This wasn't a standard win. It was a reversal of the collapse that ended their 2023 campaign. This time, when the pressure of the semi-final arrived, the team had a tactical answer. This scale shows how the veteran recovery and the spin attack managed to tilt the game back in England's favor, outweighing the statistical deficit of that early 3-wicket collapse. By navigating the exact disaster that broke them 3 years earlier, England has moved past their history of semi-final setbacks, replacing it with a narrative of tactical resilience. With South Africa defeated, England has reached the final match of the tournament. One final obstacle remains in their path: Australia. To take the trophy, England must now overcome the most successful and consistent team in the history of the women's game. The venue for this ultimate test is Lord's Cricket Ground, where the tournament will reach its conclusion. The ghosts of 2023 are gone, but England's newfound tactical composure is about to face its most difficult evaluation yet.